In this forecast, Invest 98L has formed in the Gulf of Mexico. This system could potentially bring a load of rain to southern Texas, and a major pattern change will bring significantly cooler weather to portions of the United States next week and more rain. All of that and more is coming right up. Hey everybody, welcome back to another Max Velocity weather forecast, and today what we're going over is the tropics along with the extreme flash flooding potential in South Texas, as well as the severe weather returning and a big cool down coming to a large portion of the United States. You might be included in that. We're gonna get to the latest details on the timing. Everything that you need to know will be in this forecast. Let's begin with the extreme flooding potential though in South Texas. As of right now, there is a tropical system. It's Invest 98L. It was actually potentially going to become a tropical depression. It just has not, and it's now inland, so it's likely not going to become anything tropical. But as of right now, it's called Invest 98L. It will be moving inland, weakening a little bit as it moves off to the west, but it's going to bring a massive amount of rain regardless of its development into anything beyond an Invest. So you can see right now a lot of thunderstorm activity. This looks almost like a little, tropical depression or even a weak tropical storm to some of you. However, it just never organized. The wind speeds have stayed under 40 miles per hour this entire time, and I think the peak at this point has been right around 30 miles per hour. So it has not really strengthened a whole lot. Again, a lot of rain is going to come out of this. It is not moving that quickly, which is going to create some havoc for those in South Texas. Here's a look at the future radar throughout the day today. We will see this rain start to move off to the west. Storm activity as well as any rain will start to minimize itself over in Corpus Christi and as well as anywhere along the Gulf Coast. Most likely by tonight, most likely somewhere around midnight or so, it'll start to kind of fizzle out. Might see some passing showers tomorrow morning, but overall, most of the storm and as well as the rain activity should move into Mexico no later than tomorrow afternoon. So that's what we're forecasting as of right now. Rainfall totals, they're going to be significant for some areas. Now, overall, most areas will be between 1 to maybe 3 to 4 inches of rain. That's kind of what I'm forecasting overall for a widespread event. Now, the difference is some areas could see isolated amounts as high as 8 to 10 inches, and that's not out of the question. The HR model as of right now is forecasting the potential for an isolated spot or two with up to 10 inches of rain. So be safe out there. Again, turn around, don't drown, get to higher ground if you're in any of those flash flood warnings today that may be issued for anywhere in South Texas. But as of right now, a lot of rain could come out of this, especially for those in the extreme southern Texas regions just south of Corpus Christi. All right, severe weather is going to be possible over the next few days. Beginning with today, there is a marginal threat as of right now that does include western Nebraska, southwestern portions of South Dakota, eastern and southeastern Wyoming, and northern Colorado. Damaging winds and maybe isolated large hail are my main concerns as of right now. Here's a look at the timing this afternoon. We'll start to see some showers and storms begin to fire up later this afternoon. Again, these could very quickly become severe, so definitely be mindful of that. Hail, again, damaging winds being my main concerns. Eventually going to the overnight hours, mostly just rain for most of Nebraska after the fact. Eventually heading into tomorrow, another chance for severe weather will return for southern and central Nebraska into northeastern portions of Kansas. Here's a look at the timing over in Kansas and as well as southern Nebraska. Some storms will actually fire up in Kansas tomorrow. Those actually could become severe, even near Manhattan. We could very well see an isolated severe storm or two, but overall the threat's going to stay low. We may see an additional marginal threat extended down this direction, but overall most of the severe weather should stay out in northwestern Kansas into southern portions of Nebraska. Another marginal threat, very small, going to Tuesday as well for southeastern Kansas, southwestern Missouri, northwestern Arkansas, and northeastern Oklahoma. Damaging winds and isolated large hail again being my main concerns there. All right, big cool down coming to a large portion of the United States. This is the Climate Prediction Center's forecast as of right now for above and below average temperatures. Blue is indicating below average, red is above average. As of right now, from the 19th to the 23rd, the Climate Prediction Center is forecasting below average temperatures to a large portion of the United States that desperately needs cooler weather. We've been in the hundreds, especially in Texas, for months now. So it's going to be big relief for a lot of areas. You can see that blue area is representing below average temperatures. Goes from Arizona all the way back through the Carolinas and Virginia. So again, much needed relief is coming soon. Here's a look at the temperatures heading into Thursday. This is the 18th, just before we're looking at that little time frame from the 19th to the 23rd. A lot of great relief is coming. You can see how much cooler the temperatures are across a large portion of the United States. From the Midwest in the Ohio Valley, the 70s and 80s, back up in New England, only in the mid 70s, some areas in the upper 60s. It's going to feel great up that direction. Going to almost feel like fall a little bit. And also back down in Texas, it might not look like much, but going to the low to mid 90s, huge relief overall across the board. A lot of good news ahead. Again, make sure to like button down below, subscribe if you have not already. This forecast is brought to you by Platinum Contracting and All Dents Repair.